Hello everyone, and welcome to my Y&R Homies channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Restless and the Young update for Tuesday, February 11th, Diane's unexpected step, Kyle on the spot, and Summer's temptation. According to Tuesday, February 11th spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Kyle Abbott will be put on the spot while Summer Newman will experience some temptation. GC will see some significant events as Diane Jenkins Abbott 6 will also make an unexpected move. Harrison Abbott will show how excited he is for his family night with Summer and Kyle at the Abbott estate. Harrison will reminisce about Halloween and suggest that Kyle and Summer might want to embrace again. Naturally, since Harrison has moved on with Claire Newman, Kyle would attempt to dissuade him from the notion. However, Kyle may convince himself that it's only a pleasant embrace and wish he could feel so at ease with Summer as co-parent. Summer could be tempted to desire what she no longer has, embrace or not. Summer will be reminded of their time together as a family by spending time with Kyle and Harrison in this way. This might be when old sentiments resurface since Summer will soon want Kyle back. But someone could show up and prevent the ex-partners from getting back in touch. On Tuesday's Y&R episode, Diane will make an unexpected appearance, so she may interrupt and offer to assist Harrison with his project personally. If Summer and Kyle become too intimate, it may be Diane's way of ending things. However, it's also feasible that Diane's unexpected departure will have to do with her renovation of the Abbott estate. Diane may overwhelm Jack Abbott by surprising him with a number of ideas. He will argue his want to see Kyle and Summer as a passionate couple once more over with Victor Newman. Victor will believe it would be beneficial for them to reunite their family with Harrison, even though Nick Newman won't like it. Victor will also support it as it would liberate Claire and spare her any Abbott-related pain. However, as Victoria Newman forces Victor to let Claire live her own life, he will have to cope with even more turmoil. It appears that after hearing the half-brother revelation at Nate Hastings' flat, Diane Kane will suspect a scam. Amy Lewis will assert that she started all of this, even though Diane will believe Nate is taking advantage of her when she is ill. After Amy's paternity revelation, Diane is likely to refuse to date Nate, according to our Y&R predictions. He may also find it difficult to get back in touch with Amy after learning that he has been deceived his entire life. Thankfully, according to previews for The Young and the Restless, Nate is determined to help Amy and Diane patch things up before it's too late. Stay tuned for more family-related news. Make CDL your go-to source for more exciting Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. Weekly spoilers for Young and the Restless, Diane loses it. According to Young and the Restless weekly teasers, Diane Kane was furious from February 10th to 14th, 2025. While one person plans Y&R, another comes up with an idea. View the most recent CBS daytime drama spoilers. The Young and the Uneasy spoilers for the week, Diane Kane rages. Diane Kane and his mother, Amy Lewis, meet at Nate Hastings' flat the next week on Young and the Restless. When Amy simultaneously dumps 2 bombs on him, he receives a double blow. First, Nate is his half-brother, and second, she is dying. After a moment of disbelief, Diane snaps at Nate. He charges him of fabricating a story in order to exploit Amy on Young and the Restless. But rather than the other way around, she tells Diane that she discovered Nate. Nate acknowledges to Diane that he was first dubious as well. He makes the grave error of calling him bro. It aggravates Diane even more. Reuniting Amy and Diane is undoubtedly difficult for Nate. Devon Hamilton and Lily Winters later alert Nate about Diane's presence. They must thus be aware of Amy's enigmatic son. Holden reunites with someone, according to spoilers for more Young and the Restless. Seeing who he knows from Genoa City will be intriguing, to be sure. Summer Newman plots in Y&R weekly spoilers. Allison Lanny devises a new plan as Diane Kane, Jermaine Rivers, attacks Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic Summer Newman. Information about Summer was revealed in a recent Young and the Restless 2025 peek. It stated that she is drawn to Kyle Abbott Michael Mealer, her ex-husband. In addition, she sees a chance to win him back. That undoubtedly alludes to the problems that Kyle and Claire Newman Haley Erin are experiencing. Neither of their families believes they should be together because of the Newman-Abbott feud. According to previews for Young and the Restless, Summer Newman will also begin to behave more like her mother, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford. That can't be good, can it? Summer will very certainly take advantage of Claire and Kyle's issues. But Claire isn't going to give up easily. She is resolved not to let her grandfather to get in the way of her life. The young and the uneasy spoilers for next week. Claire Newman faces off with Victor. Claire also becomes impatient with her grandfather, Victor Newman Eric Braden, on Y&R. She doesn't want him to become involved in her love life. She also tries to persuade him that Kyle is beneficial to her. Next week, though, Victor and Kyle pull a trick. Because Victor defends himself, Claire doesn't appear to respond well. Claire then seeks assistance from her mother, Victoria Newman Amelia Heinley. She requests Victoria's advice on how to defeat Victor in combat. Yes, Vicky appears concerned. On Young and the Restless, she has fought her father for years, and he nearly always prevails. Next week at Y&R, Diane takes a dangerous step. Diane Jenkins appeared somewhere on Young and the Restless. Susan Walters assumes command of a circumstance. It probably has to do with her wish to remodel the Abbott estate. It is, in fact, a little matter. But it may seriously damage her marriage to Jack Abbott Peter Bergman. Jack likes his house the way it is and is quite emotional about his family. He said he would think about allowing Diane to make improvements to the house. But it appears that she began without his consent. Next week, she could push things too far, which would make him snap. Phyllis sets limits with someone else on Young and the Restless. Daniel Romalotti Michael Graziardi, her son, later has to make a tough choice. In addition, Summer ignores Sharon Case and Sharon Newman. After that, Sharon is corrected by Chelsea Lawson. In the meantime, Billy Abbott Jason Thompson and Sally Spectra Courtney Hope start their romantic vacation in Paris. It's Valentine's Day in Genoa City at the conclusion of the week on Young and the Restless. It creates the conditions for fresh love to blossom and old fires to rekindle. Next week, Y&R will be dramatic and heated. Watch the CBS Sudza to find out what happens next with Nate Hastings and Damian Kane. Get regular updates and spoilers for Young and the Restless from Soap Dirt. In the meantime, Billy Abbott Jason Thompson and Sally Spectra Courtney Hope start their romantic vacation in Paris. It's Valentine's Day in Genoa City at the conclusion of the week on Young and the Restless. It creates the conditions for fresh love to blossom and old fires to rekindle. Next week, Y&R will be dramatic and heated. Watch the CBS Sudza to find out what happens next with Nate Hastings and Damian Kane. Get regular updates and spoilers for Young and the Restless from Soap Dirt. Young and Restless. The challenge Claire faces in her romance with Kyle is greater than Victor's, and she's not even aware of it. Editors have picked all of the highlighted goods and services on their own. On orders placed through its retail connections, Soaps.com could get paid a commission, and the retailer might get some auditable data for their records. On Young and Restless, Claire is preparing to fight her grandpa, but it turns out that he might not be the biggest obstacle to preserving her bond with Kyle. There is an impending challenge that could be too strong to conquer. And she isn't even aware of it. The Young and Restless teaser for this week shows Claire pleading with Victoria for assistance. Since Victor has stated that he opposes her romance with Kyle, viewers are fully aware that the newest member of the Newman family is experiencing her first taste of her grandfather's tendency to meddle in the love affairs of his children and grandkids. Despite her vast knowledge in this field, Victoria lacks definitive solutions because she and Cole recently struggled with the same problem. Naturally, Cole was successful in winning Victor over by demonstrating his strength, refusing to back down, and letting his ex-father-in-law accept the possibility of a reunion at his own pace. After seeing this miracle and receiving some support from her grandma Nikki, Claire believes that everything will work out if she can convince Victor that Kyle is a wonderful fit for her. Although it could be a possibility, she is completely ignorant of another impending challenge. And one that may work in Victor's favor. We're talking about a challenge that Claire won't anticipate. Why? Because she is utterly adored by this specific obstacle to her romance with Kyle. Harrison, regrettably for the former nanny, is even more excited about his parents' reunion than he is about his dad's new lover. When Harrison hinted that he liked spending time with his parents and hoped they might embrace again, as they did on Halloween, the weekly preview gave soap's readers all the information they needed. This is where the writing is on the wall. Claire will find that Harrison's wish for his parents to remain together is a far greater issue than Victor's. Naturally, Victor will be more than pleased to assist his great-grandson in setting a parent trap if he learns of his desires. Chelsea, of all persons, was just welcomed back into the mustache's fold, after all. This indicates that, even in cases where one partner has set up the other for murder, he thinks that spouses should remain together for the benefit of their kids. If Victor has this mindset, you can be certain that he will put aside his beliefs about Newman avoiding Abbott's in order to nudge Summer back towards Kyle, thereby accomplishing two goals at once.